And ladies and gentlemen, we now move forward to launching, the Hyderabad resolution. We have the documents in hand. Our dignitaries present here on stage have it all in their hands. So I request you to kindly please rise and hold it in your hand as the photographers, the videographers will capture this wonderful moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we formally launch Hyderabad resolution. I request all our dignitaries to please step forward with the document in hand. I request all our friends from press media to please step forward and capture this wonderful moment, the powerful formal launch of Hyderabad resolution. Yes, my dear friends, I request you to please be seated as we have our other distinguished international leaders still to talk to us. I now request His Excellency Hipólito Mejia to please step forward. His Excellency Hipólito Mejia, former President, Dominican Republic. I request you, sir, to please step forward and address the gathering. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we still have many speakers on, and we'll also be looking forward to the vote of thanks. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, request you to please be seated. Please be seated. We have our distinguished speakers. Yes, my dear friends, ladies, please settle down, be seated. We have our distinguished speakers who will be talking to us. We have 5 more international leaders speaking to us. And we also will be witnessing the closing remarks by TPCC President Shri Mahesh Garu. So I request you to please remain seated. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, delegates, I request you to please remain seated. We are continuing with our international leaders delivering their speeches. And we also have the closing remarks to be said by TPCC President Shri Mahesh Garu. So I request you to please remain seated. I request His Excellency Hipólito Mejia, former President, Dominican Republic, to kindly please address the gathering. Or okay.
Should I ask somebody to say? Yes, she asked me what to do. Otherwise, she went outside.
Sir, will you give?
So thanks. What are yes, just say yes. You can.
Yes, I now request our Minister, Shri Uttam Kumar Reddy Garu, to kindly please propose the vote of thanks.
It is an honor to speak at the Bharat Summit. Leaders, intellectuals, change makers, and activists from different countries, I welcome you to the state of Telangana and its vibrant capital, Hyderabad. Telangana has a rich history, tradition, culture, and heritage. We were part of state called Andhra Pradesh and fought for many decades for separate state. The leadership for education came from students, trade union workers, farmers, and women. It's because of their fight we got separate state. However, for 10 years, dreams and aspirations of people were not fulfilled. They were deeply disappointed. When Congress government got elected, expectations were high. Our government has simple mantra: fulfill dreams of every section of society, especially students and youth, farmers, women, and, and oppressed castes. We have launched some of the biggest welfare schemes in the history of India. On August 15, 2024, we paid rupees 20,617 crore to 25,50,000 farmers totally debt-free. On India's Independence Day, farmers of Telangana found free from debt. This is biggest loan waiver in India for any state. Farmers in my state get 24/7 free power. We gave a crop input subsidy named by Rait Bharosa of rupees 12,000 per year per acre of land. An annual support of rupees 12,000 per family is given to landless labor with Narega cards. Together, we give over rupees 20,000 crore annually to agriculture sector, farmers with land and landless labor combined. We are able to do justice to agriculture and farmers and the farming ecosystem. Farmers are seen agitating for minimum support price. In my state, in many states, in Telangana, we give minimum support price and additional paddy crop bonus of rupees 500 per quintal. Telangana farmers are making profits after we introduced bonus scheme. Farmers also benefit from both farmers insurance and crop insurance. And also students were at the forefront of Telangana education, but nothing was done for them. Their education or employment opportunities. Many youth pass out from college with a certificate, but no skills. Such youth, we started the Young India Skills University. There were no government job recruitment or notifications. When we took charge in the first year, we could fill over 60,000 jobs in government. We now launched Raju Yuva Vikasam to fund startup dreams, covering 5 lakh youth. The Congress party has a history of understanding what people need to different times and make policies to address those needs. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister of India, focused on irrigation and education. Srimati Indira Gandhi focused on removing poverty through programs for roti, kapda or makan. The next 3 Congress Prime Ministers, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh focused on modernization, development and global technology revolutions like telecom and software. It is they who made it possible today for India to be 5th largest economy in the world. Our top priority is education, health and employment opportunities. We attended investment summits in Davos, USA, South Korea, Japan and Singapore. We got over 2.5 lakh crores investment to create jobs for youth in private sector. Telangana is a state where women are treated with equality and respect as part of our culture. Our women have led the struggle for separate state as strongly as our men. For my government, women, farmers and youth are most important stakeholders. We have amazing women entrepreneurs in my state. They are organized into self-help groups, It has 67 lakh members. We want to make 10 million women business successes. We want to see them grow into millionaires. We have made these women owners of solar power plants, electric RTC buses, petrol bunks, and gave them shops in premium retail outlets. Today, they are earning more money than ever before. Today, our power distribution companies have signed deals with women solar power companies to buy 1000 megawatt solar power. Women own 600 buses competing with corporate transport firms. Our women entrepreneurs are competing with Adani, Ambani and big corporates in running these solar plants, EV buses, and have shops in the highest street retail at Shilparamam. In fact, we have scheduled a visit to this amazing facility where they are making products and displaying and selling them to world market. You will see their faces, happy and proud, because they own businesses next to top global companies like Microsoft, Google, HCL, Infosys, etc. House is a matter of pride, dignity and identity for every family. We want to make every woman in my state a house owner. As part of India Indirama Illu scheme, in first year we have given 22,000 crore to 4,50,000 families to build their own houses. Today, women have free public transport in RTC buses across the state. So far in 15 months, we have spent 5,000 crore on the free bus scheme for women. Women look after entire family, so we ensure best free rides through rations. Free domestic electricity and rupees 500 per gas cylinder. For our government, education and healthcare are top priorities. The Rajiv Arogyasri is one of the best universal healthcare support schemes, where treatment of up to 10 lakh is paid by government. We give financial assistance to citizens for healthcare through CM Relief Fund. In 1 year, we have given 1,000 crores so far. Water is our lifeline of civilization. We are regenerating River Musi, 55 kilometers long, cleaning a polluted river and bringing it back to life. We are doing it for the future. We have studied river and waterfront development in many cities, including River Hudson in New York, Thames in London, Sumida in Tokyo. Mose will become biggest attraction of our city in the future and create thousands of jobs. Infrastructure is crucial to fight poverty and create wealth for all. We are undertaking many infra projects to make Hyderabad a top global city. We are building future city, a 30,000 acre world-class city, a regional ring road of 370 kilometers long and expanding our metro railway. You must have visited Charminar, Golconda Fort, Makkah Masjid, Hussain Sagar Lake and Buddha statue. In times ahead, we will add many modern marvels. We are combining and balancing between needs for investments, jobs creation, economic growth and welfare and environment for good governance. Our approach is simple: increase government revenue to share with the poor people. We are transparent and proactive in reforms. For example, we are setting up a gig and app workers welfare policy. We have shared draft policy in public for feedback and suggestions. We conduct Prajavani, where citizens can share all their issues and problems. Every week, officials, MLAs, MLCs, ministers, and Chief Minister listen to people's grievances to address them. We have a portal to monitor entire program transparently. I am proud to share Telangana is the first state in India to conduct a caste survey. For nearly 100 years, no one conducted it. Empowerment of BCs is part of Telangana model. It is a reason why Telangana is rising. It is the reason why Telangana is a role model for OBC empowerment. We are first state in India to subclassify quota for Dalits to fulfill their age-old demand. Now, 15% SC quota is subdivided among subcastes. We are proud to say Telangana is rising because of Dalits are rising. I am delighted to share that Telangana is the first government to recruit third gender in our government as part of traffic police force. We will take them into other departments too. Implementing welfare, ensuring infrastructure and investment to create jobs and wealth, transparent governance and removing corruption is the hallmark for our government. We are already seeing results. Fastest growing economy, highest per capita income, fastest jobs creation, lowest inflation, best policing, highest own tax collections, rapidly emerging as a hub in many sectors like global competency centers or otherwise GCCs, EVs and data centers. Our work has started. We have to do a lot more. I invite all of you to please join this mission to change lives of people of positively. You must use your experience, knowledge, skills to share the Telangana rising story and give us inputs to do better work. Tell the world what you have seen and witnessed. Tell the world about our vision, our work, our achievements, the transformation and people's views. Become the brand ambassadors of Telangana Rising. I wish you all wonderful time at Bharat Summit. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'd like to welcome all the delegates from different countries who have come here for the summit. I'd also like to begin by thanking you for standing in solidarity with us against what happened in Kashmir a few days ago. I apologize. I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I was forced to cancel my visit here yesterday because I had to go to Kashmir and meet some of the injured people. I'd also like to thank Revanth Reddy ji and the Telangana government for hosting this wonderful summit. As we all know, politics, democratic politics, has fundamentally changed across the globe. The rules that applied, I would say, a decade ago, simply don't apply anymore. Sometimes, when I speak to younger members of our party, what was effective 10 years ago, the tools that worked 10 years ago, simply do not work anymore. They cannot face the concept of capital, modern media, modern social media. And so in a sense, the old politician is dead and a new politician, a new type of politician has to be constructed. And that really is the challenge in front of all of us. What does this new politics look like? What are the ideas that emerge from this new politics? I'm sure you've had a deep discussion about policies, about how we should think about education, how we should think about regaining the democratic space.
Hontiveros to please step forward and address the gathering.
How we should think here. And each one of us has a particular view on that. So I'm not going to delve too much into the policy positions. I'm going to talk about what I think is the correct lens with which to approach our politics. Some years ago, we in the Congress party felt completely trapped in this new politics, aggressive politics, a politics where the opposition is not talked to, but the idea is to crush the opposition. And we found that all our avenues were compromised. The media, the general atmosphere did not allow us to operate the way we would like. And so we reached back into our history and we decided to walk from Kanyakumari, which is one of the southernmost parts of our country, all the way to Kashmir, where I was yesterday. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about.
For example, in the Philippines, self-rated poverty among Filipinos rose to almost 63% in 2024. In March this year, around 7.5 million Filipino households faced involuntary hunger. Official government data reveals that 2.16 million Filipinos were unemployed at the start of this year. The Philippines is
well familiar with the violation and ignoring of international law due to our experience with China's flagrant violation of international law and continuing deployment of violence to harass Filipinos, even simple fisher folk within our own maritime territory. Business tycoons investing in bad politics is also very much felt in the Philippines, where the 9 richest billionaires have more wealth than the collective 55% of the entire population, and where family businesses with extensive ties to government control crucial industries such as energy, banking, communications, and transportation. This elite-based control of the national economy is also reflected in local governance. 113 out of 149 Philippine cities are reportedly ruled by political dynasties, turning local governments into little fiefdoms. And yet, even with global inequality at an all-time high, people are willingly supporting and are gleefully voting authoritarians and miscreants into power. In my home country, the Philippines, former President Rodrigo Duterte enjoyed high approval ratings even after bungling the nation's pandemic response and leading a bloody, illegal war on drugs, which left tens of thousands, including children, dead. This is why I do not blame some of our colleagues who have been severely disheartened by popular support for these tyrants and thieves. I've heard people say, well, we get the type of politics we deserve. but friends and comrades, dear sisters and brothers. As Giacomo Filibec said in the Progressive Alliance Board and Leaders meeting this morning, it is exactly in this difficult moment that we should strengthen our resolve towards equality, justice, and progress. Because all of us, and those who will come after us, deserve so much better. Populist, extreme right-wing, and even fascist ideas thrive on the idea that we should sacrifice our freedoms, our interests, and even the lives of others so that we could achieve peace, security, and prosperity. That idea is a lie. But progressives, social democrats, socialists, labor leaders, and all forces fighting for a better tomorrow should not be content just with calling out this lie. We must all learn or relearn to present to our peoples, our communities, and our countries a better alternative to the chaos of today's politics of selfishness and hate. We must show the world that rather than engaging in a self-destructive path of trade disputes, hateful policies, and wars, our nations, communities, and families will be better off when we work together towards human safety, dignity, and progress. Despite bitter political divisions in our societies, we are more alike than we are different. People everywhere want dependable jobs, good food, safe communities, clean water and clear skies, and a means for our children to make the most out of their lives. Progressive policies are the building blocks to these goals. Progressive policies and platforms must promise a new vision, a new and better way forward. It must emphasize not the past, nor just the present, but a new future, where people can enjoy upgraded conditions of living and health, and where the law applies fairly to everyone, and where each voice and each dream matters. Friends, that is our challenge and our task at hand, to present a progressive view of the world which encourages our peoples to believe, yes, there is something better in store for all of us. Yes, as Arundhati Roy said, another world is possible. I hope that we will embrace this historic responsibility and give our all in making that vision of tomorrow a reality, especially for the generations yet to come. These are immensely challenging times, but our cooperation, our unity and solidarity gives us the strength to do what must be done. Friends, I wish to end my message by sharing a quote from the late, great, and beloved Pope Francis. He once said, "Too often we participate in the globalization of indifference. May we strive instead to live global solidarity." I hope that we will heed his words. Let us care for each other in these uncaring times. May we continue to support each other and stand firm together in fighting for a better world, listening together, as Rahul Gandhi ji said, loving our peoples, our fellow women, and loving the planet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I request Professor Manoj Jha, RJD, Rajya Sabha MP, to please step forward and address the gathering.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Almost at the fag end of this very hectic day, I'm here. Thank you to the organizers for this summit. Thank you, Honorable CM, Revanth Reddy ji, your entire team, and people of Telangana. Thank you, the ones who designed it. So with all these thanks, when I come here to share some of my insights on behalf of a party called Rashtriya Janata Dal, I think while coming here, today I met a cartoonist whose cartoons I was watching, I was reading every day in the morning, but I had not met him. Met a friend who makes videos on contemporary issues, very incisive, very powerful. Met a poet. We must realize, apart from the political parties which constitute the Progressive International, these are the ordinary citizens, an academician, a pediatrician, or a media personnel, or a video maker, or a cartoonist. They are fighting together with us and many a time on behalf of us. So that's the first thing we should keep in mind. Second, when we talk about progressive politics internationally, globally, our textbooks are very clear. All over the world, as Rahulji said, anger and fear, they have come in the custody of those who trade in emotion and passion. Left, right, center, whatever be the location. The fact is that globally we are finding the so-called rise of a strong men or even women with a strong dose of masculinity. This is what is the dominant theme of the global right is. We are pitted against them every day, not only in the realm of policy, in the realm of everyday resistance. We need to evaluate how far have we reached, number one. Number two, we must not forget that we are at a crossroads in history. When speaking truth appears dangerous, when calling a spade, people will ask you, have some restraint. This is not the time to say a spade is a spade. We are fighting in this kind of situation. So I'll just take few minutes. I was told by Sapalji there is somebody from Turkey also. Timil Quran wrote a wonderful book on her experience in Turkey, how to lose a country. That should be a mirror image of all of us who come from different parts of the world and are fighting against right-wing authoritarian systems. Believe me, we are not fighting alone right-wing authoritarian leaders, but we are fighting right-wing authoritarian systems which have made the institutions collapse or they have captured it. What they have done, and for each one of these things, we must look at introspect. They create a movement based on passion and emotion. Reason has been set aside. What have we done to restore reason in our public life? Number one. Number two, truth has been undermined. I don't know how many of you have heard of post-truth 11 years back, 12 years back, 15 years back. Now we are engaging with post-truth, more than post-truth than with the truth. That's the second very dangerous proposition where the difference between facts and fictions have got blurred. Shame has been completely dismissed, and it has become a norm that unthinkable is thinkable, should be thought. It has dismantled judicial and democratic institutions. Recent example in India, on a particular issue, our highest judiciary asked certain question to the ruling party which was instrumental in passing that legislation. You know what happened? Judiciary is being demonized. And in India, this is not the case alone. All over the globe, anybody who decides to even speak against right-wing authoritarianism, they face the same kind of thing. A new citizen is being redesigned. When authoritarian state finds lots of voices of dissent, what they do, they think the idea of citizenship should be changed. They would take care who belongs and who does not belong. And as a result of which, in a country like India, which is multilingual, which is multi-faith, every day we are fighting a battle which is to restore the spirit of India or the soul of India. I mean, they can laugh at the horror and at the same time get traction. And ultimately, they will build a new country. They have started building a new country. Ladies and gentlemen, progressive politics is not a luxury. It's not simply to discuss a particular day. Every one of us, I must acknowledge, we are fighting a battle against authoritarianism, right-wing authoritarianism. But the liberal ecosystem, left-wing ecosystem, needs to understand the language of the people. Many things have changed. Our linguistic capital needs to change, and we must believe in building solidarities. Greater solidarities between people, greater solidarities between classes, and in our case, caste, and at global level, a better solidarity. Thank you very much for inviting me here. And I repeat, it's not a luxury, it's absolute necessity. And unless we decide to fight it collectively, 24/7, at national level, at global level, probably we are writing our own obituary. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Professor Manoj Jha there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would request Srimati Kanimori NVN Somo, DMK member of Rajya Sabha, to kindly please step forward and address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on stage and my friends, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Imperialism is a system of exploitation that occurs not only in the brutal form of those who come with guns to conquer the territory. Imperialism often occurs in more subtle forms: a loan, food aid, or blackmail. We are fighting the system that allows a handful of men on earth to rule all the humanity. This was said by Thomas Sankara. I am welcoming everyone with this infamous quote of Thomas Sankara, who stood for the unheard voices, who fought for the untold stories, who shed his blood for the unseen eradication of generation just because of an imperialist greed. It is profound honor to address this conclave held under the powerful and timely theme of Asian-African affairs, where we reflect on the emerging trajectories of development, innovation, and equity that define our regions today. In a world that often looks at the global south through the lens of dependency or recovery, today we choose a different lens: resilience, reimagination, and resurgence. As we gather together to explore socio-economic trends, technological campaigning, and the tools of social engineering, allow me to bring to your attention the two transformative models from the Telangana and the Tamil Nadu states, which deserve global recognition and emulation. Let me begin with Telangana, India's youngest state, formed just over a decade ago. In a short span, it has carved out a reputation for bold governance, policy precision, and a deep-rooted commitment to inclusive growth. Let us begin, as we should, by looking back. Africa, this mighty continent, once home to the great civilizations of Mali, Kush, Courage, Oxum, and Great Zimbabwe, was centuries ahead in science, trade, and statecraft. It led to meteorology, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy long before Europe industrialized. But colonial invasions and transatlantic slave trade and resource exploitation not only dismantled its structures, they wounded its soul. Yet today, across Africa, the digital streets of Kigali to the startup labs of Lagos, we are witnessing a renaissance. Africa is not rising, it has risen, reclaiming its narrative through economic resilience, Pan-Africa cooperation, and youth-led innovation. Then let me turn to South India, particularly Tamil Nadu and Telangana, regions with similarly deep scars and yet deeper strength. In antiquity, Tamil Nadu was part of the thriving Indo-Roman trade network, exporting textiles, pearls, spices, and ideas. The ancient port of Pumbuhar bustled with global commerce. The Chola dynasty and its peak sent naval expeditions as far as the southeast Asia, not to conquer but to collaborate and trade. Telangana too was a seat of intellectual and architectural powers under the Kakatiyas, known for irrigation, engineering and temple art that still stands today. But South India too faced a share of turmoil, Islamic invasions, colonial fragmentation and economic draining under the British Raj. And yet the South healed it, resisted and it rebuilt. Telangana, India's younger state, has proven that age is not a barrier to the leadership. Through the visionary programs like Raitu Bandhu, empowering farmers with income support, or TTAP fueling a startup ecosystem, Telangana has shifted the development conversation from charity to capability. Let me say this is not just an Indian story, this is the story of the shared South-South struggle, more importantly, a shared South-South triumph. World leaders must now stop looking at Africa and South India as peripheries. We are not margins, we are blueprints for the future. In the global race, increasingly defined by the skilled workforces, technological self-sufficiency and human capital productivity, Tamil Nadu and Telangana are no longer catching up, they are leading from the front. Countries like Rwanda have replaced ethnic rhetoric with national unity. Ubuntu, I am because you are, is not a proverb, it is a social compass. The African resonance is not about reclaiming land alone, it's about reclaiming shared humanity. Telangana's digital governance and data-backed policy are being studied across India's states and beyond. Tamil Nadu emphasis on inclusive education, public health and gender empowerment is a masterclass in how to align trade and modernity. From the state once marked by agrarian distress, Telangana has emerged as a global hub for information technology, life sciences, precision and manufacturing. Hyderabad, its capital now, ranks alongside Bangalore and Pune in India's top tech 5 corridors. The TS IPAS, an innovative industrial approval system, has reduced bureaucratic red tape and capitalized Telangana to top the ease of doing business rankings in India. Mission Bhagiratha, aimed at providing safe drinking water to every household, is a beacon for social engineering focus not just on economic returns but human dignity. Now turning to Tamil Nadu, a state long hailed as a cultural head of South India, but equally a silent powerhouse of industrial and social advancement. The Tamil Nadu Dravidian model approach has always been deeply people-centric. The state combines a legacy of Dravidian social reborn with cutting edge with modernity. We have the highest number of factories in India, the global auto and electronics manufacturing hub, and leads in renewable energy adoption. What makes Tamil Nadu stand out is not just economic growth, but its commitment to equality and assessment. Now, why should we, the world leaders, pay attention? Because these models change the outdated notion that development must follow the Western script of capital first and welfare later. Telangana and Tamil Nadu prove that you can design economics around world and around skills and around sustainable futures. They show the rural revitalization and urban sophistication can go hand in hand. Today they are being reclaimed to unite us. This is a new paradigm where policy meets pride and representation meets reform. This is not a periphery talking, this is the new center speaking. Let the sun rise in the proliferation of social justice. Let the world transform its ideology of equality in every reform. Let the South lead the world in development transformation, rebuilding the society with harmony. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the insights. And now I request Mr. Emilio Lozada from Cuba to kindly please step forward and address the gathering.
Distinguidos líderes y miembros del Congreso Nacional Indio, estimados invitados, en nombre del Partido Comunista de Cuba, agradezco al Congreso Nacional Indio la invitación a esta primera cumbre de Bharat. Expresamos nuestras más sinceras condolencias a los familiares y allegados de las víctimas del reciente incidente en la región de Cachemira. Cuba refrenda en su Constitución el repudio y la condena al terrorismo. Nuestro país sostiene una posición de larga data de rechazo y condena a todos los actos, métodos y prácticas terroristas en todas sus formas y manifestaciones, por quien quiera, contra quien quiera y donde quiera que se cometan, sean cuales fueren sus motivaciones. El actual escenario internacional no puede ser más complejo. El imperialismo estadounidense promueve la guerra y el genocidio, impone medidas coercitivas unilaterales y convierte el chantaje, el acoso y la manipulación de prácticas habituales contra nuestras naciones en violación del derecho internacional y de los propósitos y principios de la Carta de las Naciones Unidas. El primer secretario del Comité Central del Partido Comunista de Cuba y presidente de la República, Miguel Díaz-Canel, al finalizar su intervención en el debate general del 78 periodo de sesiones de la Asamblea General de las Naciones Unidas, el 19 de septiembre del 2023, expresó: siempre será un honor pelear por la justicia, compartiendo las dificultades y los desafíos con los pueblos del sur, dispuestos a cambiar la historia. Con esa firme convicción debemos continuar promoviendo la unidad y la solidaridad como vías para avanzar hacia un orden internacional verdaderamente justo y equitativo en el que se garantice el desarrollo sostenible y el bienestar para los pueblos del sur. En este propósito adquieren especial relevancia los 10 principios de Bandung, adoptados hace 70 años en aquella histórica conferencia y que constituyen las bases fundacionales del movimiento de países no alineados, del cual nos honra, junto a la India, ser miembro fundador. Nos corresponde trabajar para contrarrestar los intentos hegemónicos, el odio, la agresividad y el abuso de poder contra nuestras naciones. No puede permanecer impune el genocidio de Israel contra el hermano pueblo palestino, con el apoyo y la complicidad del gobierno de los Estados Unidos. No se puede ser indiferente ante la muerte de más de 51.000 personas, incluidos decenas de miles de niños, mujeres y ancianos. El pueblo, estimados invitados, el pueblo cubano ha estado sometido por parte del gobierno de los Estados Unidos en los últimos 65 años al sistema de medidas coercitivas unilaterales más abarcador, complejo y prolongado que se haya aplicado contra país alguno. El bloqueo económico, comercial y financiero del gobierno estadounidense contra Cuba se ha recrudecido en los últimos 5 años, lo que incluye la injusta presencia de nuestro país en una espuria y unilateral lista de estados supuestamente patrocinadores del terrorismo. Los desafíos que enfrentamos hoy los cubanos son muy difíciles, pero con la fuerza de la unidad, la resistencia del pueblo y la solidaridad de los amigos que siempre nos han apoyado, saldremos victoriosos. Distinguidos invitados, en la Cumbre del Milenio, celebrada en Naciones Unidas el 6 de septiembre del 2000, el líder histórico de la Revolución Cubana, comandante en jefe Fidel Castro Ruz, expresó: la humanidad debe tomar conciencia de lo que hemos sido y de lo que no podemos seguir siendo. Hoy nuestra especie ha adquirido conocimientos, valores éticos y recursos científicos suficientes para marchar hacia una nueva etapa histórica de verdadera justicia y humanismo. Hacia esa nueva etapa histórica debemos avanzar juntos. Unámonos por la paz, la justicia global y el bienestar de todos nuestros pueblos del sur. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emilio there, and I would now request Lucien Cavalcante to please step forward on stage, Andres Camacho, Colombia, to please step forward. In the meantime, I request Giorgio Jackson from Chile to please step forward. Yes, I also request Elizabeth Alcorta, Argentina, to please take seat on stage. Mr. G. Marius, Senegal, to please take seat on stage. And I request Giorgio Jackson, Chile, to please address the gathering. Yes.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you to the Telangana's government for the invitation for this great summit, to all the people that make it possible, men and women, workers that are behind the scenes working for this event. We live in a very generous planet, and we as humanity have built through the centuries the technologies and the capacities to not only dream about prosperity and dignity, but also to achieve it. The problem, as we can see every day, lies in the distribution of the income, of the wealth, and of the opportunities among us, and the power beyond the production and reproduction of life. So, as we probably will agree, the problem is absolutely political. And we, gathered here in this summit, come from very, very different backgrounds, cultures, languages. I, for example, come from Chile, a beautiful, long and thin country in South America. Probably you know it because of the project of democratic revolution led by the socialist president Salvador Allende in the Popular Unity, violently stopped and interrupted by the military coup d'etat in 1973. But what we have in common is that we choose solidarity, we choose humanity, we choose sustainability, we choose equal rights for all, and we choose internationalism to face the common challenges that we are facing. And in context of Global South, in this context, the Global South cannot afford to act in a competitive and self-destroying way. We must make the South-South cooperation a reality. Never in history, not even a single time, a right was given as a gift. They were always, and all of them, conquered by different struggles by the people. And in this time of uncertainty, I'm sure that if we unite forces and power among trade unions, student movements, environmental activists, feminist movement, scientific communities, and human rights advocates, we can give a good fight to take our rights back and build brick by brick the world that every working family, that every human being deserves. Where the right wings internationally and every country promotes individualism, we respond, or we should respond, empathy. Where they promote greed, we should respond with solidarity. Where they promote sexism, we should respond with equality. Where they promote discrimination, we should respond recognition and respect. Where they promote destruction, we should respond with sustainability. Where they promote privilege, we should respond with rights. Where they promote fake news and misinformation, we should respond with facts to build trust. Where they promote colonialism, we should respond with sovereignty and internationalism cooperation. Where they promote anger, we should respond with hope. Where they promote repression, we should respond with human rights. And where they promote the law of the jungle, we should respond with the rule of law. Where they promote plutocracy and oligarchy, we should respond with democracy. As a member of the Progressive International, it is an honor for me to be a part of this greater effort for achieving that dreams. So thank you so much for this initiative and for the warm welcome that you have given us here in Telangana. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Requesting all our international leaders to please limit your speech to just 1 minute. We now move forward to Ms. Luciane Cavalcante, Brazil.
É preciso compreender que os tempos são difíceis. We must understand that these are hard times.
É preciso saber como chegamos até aqui para não repetirmos os erros.
And we must understand how we got here so we don't commit the same mistakes.
É preciso reconhecer que as desigualdades aumentaram e que os ataques são globais.
We must recognize that inequality is increasing and there are global attacks.
É preciso contra-atacar globalmente.
And we must counterattack globally.
Vencer a extrema-direita é tão difícil quanto possível.
To win over the extreme right wing is as difficult as it is possible.
O Brasil venceu a extrema-direita em 2022 e vencerá em 2026 de novo.
In Brazil, we win over the right wing in 2022 and we will win again in 2026.
México venceu, Colômbia venceu, Chile venceu e Índia também vencerá.
Mexico has won, Colombia won, Chile won, and India will also win.
Mas qual é o caminho?
But what is the path for that?
O caminho passa pela solidariedade internacional, como estamos fazendo aqui agora.
The path goes through international solidarity as we are building here right now.
O encontro internacionalista por justiça global não pode se calar diante do genocídio do povo palestino. Palestina livre!
And in such an international meeting, we could not silence ourselves in front of the genocide of the Palestinian people. Free Palestine.
O caminho passa pela união das forças progressistas internacionais.
Our path to win goes through the union of progressive forces around the world.
O caminho passa pelo fortalecimento dos movimentos, não de modo vertical de cima para baixo, mas junto com o povo.
We must strengthen movements, not upside down, but together with the people.
O povo sabe o que é dificuldade, ele vive a dificuldade. Precisamos dialogar e estar junto com o povo, para que juntos a gente se liberte.
The people understand difficulties. They are living the difficulties. So we need to dialogue with the people and together we will win over.
O caminho passa pela disputa das narrativas ideológicas das redes sociais.
The path to win goes through fighting against the ideological narratives in social media.
Eu sou uma professora. O caminho passa pela educação emancipadora. Paulo Freire nos ensina: a educação progressista muda as pessoas e as pessoas mudam o mundo.
I am a professor and I know that this path to win goes through education. Paulo Freire teaches us that education changes people and people change the world.
E por fim, o caminho passa. Esse futuro, ele não virá sem nós mulheres.
And finally, this path to the future depends on us. The future will not come without us, women.
Peço que cada mulher que está aqui agora se levante.
I ask for all the women here to please get up.
Get up.
Please get up. All the women in the room, if you can please stand up.
Palmas. Muito
round of applause to all the women here.
Muito obrigada pelas mulheres que não desistem.
Thank you for the women that don't give up.
Que mostram que o outro futuro é possível.
That show that another future is possible.
As mulheres já sabem que o que significa a extrema direita.
The women know what the extreme right wing means.
Por isso, aonde a extrema direita venceu, não foi com o voto feminino.
Where the extreme right wing won elections was not because of women votes.
Meus irmãos e minhas irmãs, o tempo pede coragem.
My brothers and my sisters, this time demands us courage.
Vamos juntos, como nos ensina Paulo Freire.
Let's go together as Paulo Freire teaches us.
Construir outro mundo onde seja menos difícil viver, amar e ser feliz. Muito obrigado, vamos à luta.
another world in which living is easier, we can love, we can be happy. Let's go and keep struggling.
Thank you.
Wow, that was indeed powerful and magnetic. We move forward to our next speaker. I request Mr. Andres Camacho, Colombia, to please step forward and address the gathering.
Buenas tardes. Venimos con esta fuerza de Latinoamérica, de Brasil, de Chile, de Colombia, de toda Latinoamérica para traerles el abrazo, la fuerza y, como decía Raúl Gandhi, la política del amor, para que el progresismo a nivel internacional abrace el amor, desarrolle el amor y haga política desde el amor para enfrentar el odio. Pero también la política del amor es la vida, y para defender la vida hay que defender el planeta. Y la defensa del planeta hoy en nuestras fuerzas progresistas implica luchar contra el cambio climático, implica también desarrollar todos nuestros objetivos para una transición energética justa que está ocurriendo en el mundo, pero que puede ser con los pueblos o contra los pueblos, con las naciones o contra las naciones, con los territorios o contra los territorios. La política del amor es la política de la vida para enfrentar lo que hoy el mundo está debatiendo, que es una política fósil o la política de la descarbonización de nuestras economías. Este es el momento también de desarrollar un progresismo capaz de vencer. Como lo decía nuestra compañera de Brasil, en Colombia hemos vencido, en Brasil hemos vencido, en Latinoamérica estamos venciendo, pero hay que seguir luchando en todas partes del mundo. Venimos a traerles esa fuerza, esa lucha, ese amor. Es el momento de luchar juntas, de luchar juntos y de reconstruir el nuevo internacionalismo, un internacionalismo a base del amor, la descarbonización de las economías, pero sobre todo la lucha.
Thank you so much. I now request Ms. Elizabeth Alcorta, Argentina, to please step forward and address the gathering.
Buenas tardes a todos y a todas. Sabemos que están cansados y cansadas. Desde Latinoamérica acá estamos, en este caso desde el sur del sur, desde la Argentina. Felicitar y agradecer a quienes construyeron este encuentro y sobre todo a los trabajadores y trabajadoras que hicieron posible cada uno de los detalles. Decirles que Argentina está en una encrucijada histórica. Nos gobierna una derecha neoliberal, conservadora, colonialista, entreguista de nuestros bienes naturales, que además de tener un plan económico que lo que busca centralmente es disciplinar a nuestro pueblo, pero también ese plan implica una reforma social, cultural y política. Al igual que las extremas derechas de todo el mundo, siembran el odio, la intolerancia, propagan discursos xenófobos, machistas, homofóbicos, y tiene en Argentina un especial rechazo a dos movimientos: el movimiento de derechos humanos, que es un pilar ético en nuestra historia, y el movimiento transfeminista, que ha dado las grandes peleas en la última época. Decir que además vienen también por nuestros derechos y libertades más esenciales: la libertad de expresión, el derecho a la protesta. Hay represión, hay un poder judicial que, como dijo Jorge Tayana, es un principal ariete en la persecución de los liderazgos políticos y fundamentalmente contra Cristina Fernández de Kirchner. Y esto nos lleva a un punto en donde estamos casi al margen de un régimen de excepción. Sin embargo, Argentina está de pie y luchando. Tiene un pueblo vital y las fuerzas emancipadoras están a la orden del día. Necesitamos del internacionalismo como todas las fuerzas progresistas y de izquierdas del mundo que tanto nos ha brindado a la lucha de los pueblos y de nuestra historia. Necesitamos alianzas estratégicas en nuestra región, aprovechando el contexto histórico con un Chile, con un Brasil, con un Paraguay, con un Colombia, que tienen representaciones progresistas en sus gobiernos. Y también necesitamos necesitamos de los gobiernos y de los países emergentes con relaciones internacionales horizontales, sin subordinación y que también nos presenten una alternativa para lo que estamos necesitando. Simplemente decir que vivimos un mundo nuevo, que nos toca atravesar esta crisis que es multicausal y que no podemos afrontar el mundo nuevo con las ideas viejas. Necesitamos fundamentalmente construir nuevas ideas y nuevos sueños. Y tenemos claro que esos sueños vienen de las manos de las mujeres, como decía nuestra compañera de Brasil, que esas nuevas ideas y ese nuevo mundo viene y requiere de osadía. Osadía que viene de abajo hacia arriba y de los márgenes hacia el centro. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias. And now moving forward to Mr. Guy Marius Sagna from Senegal to please address the gathering. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not the least, international leader speaker here.
Merci à l'État du Telangana et à International Progressive de nous avoir invités et de nous permettre de nous adresser aujourd'hui à vous. Antonio Gramsci a parlé du pessimisme de l'analyse. Oui, nous devons avoir peur quand en Inde on assassine. Le terrorisme assassine des Indiens. Nous devons avoir peur quand le terrorisme est manipulé par l'impérialisme pour assassiner dans les pays du Sahel en Afrique. Oui, nous devons avoir peur quand le capitalisme, quand des multinationales, quand des forces de droite estiment qu'il y a des pays qui doivent continuer à être des réservoirs de matières premières et des marchés pour leurs produits finis et imposer à ces pays et à ces peuples la pauvreté, les problèmes de santé, les problèmes d'éducation et l'immigration irrégulière. Que faire? Que faire quand certains pensent que les États d'Amérique centrale, d'Amérique du Sud, d'Afrique et d'Asie doivent continuer à être leur chasse gardée à eux impérialisme? Que faire? Il n'y a qu'une seule chose à faire, c'est nous inspirer de nos prédécesseurs qui, il y a 70 ans, se sont réunis en Indonésie pour dire non au colonialisme, pour exiger un monde de paix. Oui, nous devons nous inspirer de nos prédécesseurs qui, en 1966, ont créé la tricontinentale entre l'Afrique, l'Asie et l'Amérique. Oui, nous devons consolider les briques qui sont en réalité une réponse à cette hégémonie capitaliste, à cette hégémonie impérialiste. Antonio Gramsci avait parlé du pessimisme de l'analyse, mais aussi de l'optimisme de la volonté. Unis, nous arriverons à réaliser la fin du néocolonialisme, la fin du fascisme pour un monde de paix et de justice. Je vous remercie.
Thank you so much. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, and now to throw light on the essence of the first Bharat Summit 2025 here in Hyderabad and to share key insights, I request our Honorable Minister of IT, Telangana Government, Shri D. Sridhar Babu Garu, to please step forward and address the gathering.
Very good evening to all. Special thanks to our Honorable Leader for Opposition, Lok Sabha, Sri Rahul Gandhi ji. Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Sri Revanth Reddy. Honorable former External Affairs Minister, Sri Salman Khurshid Saab. Sri Sapal Saab, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, esteemed delegates of the Bharat Summit who have come from different parts of the globe, Honorable Members of Parliament, Honorable Members of Legislative Assembly, Honorable Members of Legislative Council, press and friends from the media. I take this opportunity to thank all of you who have participated in this very important session tasked delivering global justice, Nyay, and the launch of Hyderabad Declaration in this content. On this occasion, I would like to congratulate the world leaders from progressive parties across the globe, presidents, vice president, honorable ministers, the former ministers, legislators, policy makers, social media, think tank experts, practitioners, academia for attending the Bharat Summit and also for sharing their thoughts. During the last 2 days, the summit encouraged wide interdisciplinary engagement on 6 broad themes, mainly economic justice, political and social justice, climate justice, peace and justice, social media and technology, and multilateralism. I take this opportunity to convey the government of Telangana under the leadership of Sri Revanth Reddy and the Council of Ministers. Our Chief Minister is committed towards achieving the goals of the Bharat Summit, and we have been implementing various initiatives for the upliftment of people, including gender equality. Government of Telangana is proactively implementing various measures such as building investors' confidence, investment promotion, outreach towards overall economic growth of the state to become $1 trillion economy and contributing to the state and the nation building. With the deepening of ties with progressive stakeholders across the world, we strive towards quest for prosperity, peace and fullness of life of all the people. I once again thank all the participants for their valuable contribution to the deliberations and look forward to realign the stated objectives in the next future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I request all the esteemed delegates who are present here to come on to the dais to have an opportunity to take a photograph who have been attending this summit. Thank you.
Yes, we shall now be having a group photo opportunity of our dignitaries first on stage. I request all our delegates, dignitaries, ministers to please step forward for a group photo opportunity. Hello, how are you?
It's an honor to speak at the Bharat Summit. Leaders, intellectuals, change makers, and activists from different countries, I welcome you to the state of Telangana and its vibrant capital, Hyderabad. Telangana has a rich history, tradition, culture, and heritage. We were part of state called Andhra Pradesh and fought for many decades for separate state. The leadership for education came from students, trade union workers, farmers, and women. It's because of their fight we got separate state. However, for 10 years, dreams and aspirations of people were not fulfilled. They were deeply disappointed. When Congress government got elected, expectations were high. Our government has simple mantra: fulfill dreams of every section of society, especially students and youth, farmers, women, and oppressed castes. We have launched some of the biggest welfare schemes in the history of India. On August 15, 2024, we paid rupees 20,617 crore to 25,50,000 farmers totally debt-free. On India's Independence Day, farmers of Telangana found free from debt. This is biggest loan waiver in India for any state. Farmers in my state get 24/7 free power. We gave a crop input subsidy named by Rait Bharosa of rupees 12,000 per year per acre of land. An annual support of rupees 12,000 per family is given to landless labor with Narega cards. Together, we give over rupees 20,000 crore annually to agriculture sector, farmers with land and landless labor combined. We are able to do justice to agriculture and farmers and the farming ecosystem. Farmers are seen agitating for minimum support price. In my state, in many states, in Telangana, we give minimum support price and additional paddy crop bonus of rupees 500 per quintal. Telangana farmers are making profits after we introduced bonus scheme. Farmers also benefit from both farmers insurance and crop insurance. And also students were at the forefront of Telangana education, but nothing was done for them. Their education or employment opportunities. Many youth pass out from college with a certificate, but no skills. Such youth, we started the Young India Skills University. There were no government job recruitment or notifications. When we took charge in the first year, we could fill over 60,000 jobs in government. We now launched Raju Yuva Vikasam to fund startup dreams, covering 5 lakh youth. The Congress party has a history of understanding what people need to different times and make policies to address those needs. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister of India, focused on irrigation and education. Srimati Indira Gandhi focused on removing poverty through programs for roti, kapda or makan. The next 3 Congress Prime Ministers, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh focused on modernization, development and global technology revolutions like telecom and software. It is they who made it possible today for India to be 5th largest economy in the world. Our top priority is education, health and employment opportunities. We attended investment summits in Davos, USA, South Korea, Japan and Singapore. We got over 2.5 lakh crores investment to create jobs for youth in private sector. Telangana is a state where women are treated with equality and respect as part of our culture. Our women have led the struggle for separate state as strongly as our men. For my government, women, farmers and youth are most important stakeholders. We have amazing women entrepreneurs in my state. They are organized into self-help groups. It has 67 lakh members. We want to make 10 million women business successes. We want to see them grow into millionaires. We have made these women owners of solar power plants, electric RTC buses, petrol bunks, and gave them shops in premium retail outlets. Today, they are earning more money than ever before. Today, our power distribution companies have signed deals with women solar power companies to buy 1000 megawatt solar power. Women own 600 buses competing with corporate transport firms. Our women entrepreneurs are competing with Adani, Ambani and big corporates in running these solar plants, EV buses, and have shops in the highest street retail at Shilparamam. In fact, we have scheduled a visit to this amazing facility where they are making products and displaying and selling them to world market. You will see their faces, happy and proud, because they own businesses next to top global companies like Microsoft, Google, HCL, Infosys, etc. House is a matter of pride, dignity and identity for every family. We want to make every woman in my state a house owner. As part of India Indirama Illu scheme, in first year we have given 22,000 crore to 4,50,000 families to build their own houses. Today, women have free public transport in RTC buses across the state. So far in 15 months, we have spent 5,000 crore on the free bus scheme for women. Women look after entire family, so we ensure best free rice through rations. Free domestic electricity and rupees 500 per gas cylinder. For our government, education and healthcare are top priorities. The Rajiv Arogyasri is one of the best universal healthcare support schemes, where treatment of up to 10 lakh is paid by government. We give financial assistance to citizens for healthcare through CM Relief Fund. In 1 year, we have given 1,000 crores so far. Water is our lifeline of civilization. We are regenerating River Musi, 55 kilometers long, cleaning a polluted river and bringing it back to life. We are doing it for the future. We have studied river and waterfront development in many cities, including River Hudson in New York, Thames in London, Sumida in Tokyo. Mose will become biggest attraction of our city in the future and create thousands of jobs. Infrastructure is crucial to fight poverty and create wealth for all. We are undertaking many infra projects to make Hyderabad a top global city. We are building future city, a 30,000 acre world-class city, a regional ring road of 370 kilometers long and expanding our metro railway. You must have visited Charminar, Golconda Fort, Makkah Masjid, Hussain Sagar Lake and Buddha statue. In times ahead, we will add many modern marvels. We are combining and balancing between needs for investments, jobs creation, economic growth and welfare and environment for good governance. Our approach is simple. Increase government revenue to share with the poor people. We are transparent and proactive in reforms. For example, we are setting up a gig and app workers welfare policy. We have shared draft policy in public for feedback and suggestions. We conduct Prajavani where citizens can share all their issues and problems. Every week, officials, MLAs, MLCs, ministers and Chief Minister listen to people's grievances to address them. We have a portal to monitor